you hit a piece of it, you wanna jump on this. Can't take that, now we get safe, I'm thumping face before.
Hugely effective, but Shock's taking a duel down mid. Another frag for him. He's going to find Draken in rotation, and now the number advantage once again in favor of G2.
It was a strat we saw yesterday as well from G2 that they smoked off the inside of the site, walled it, and took pit. So keep an eye for that when we swap over as well. But Shocks, speaking of pit, will be there now to try and hold off the approach from Apartments and Diggity. As they start to work in that direction, they line up perfectly. Shocks, one through the other. He'll stitch them together with bullets from the M4, but it's Rez that gets the shot back. Kenny doesn't care, finds out exactly where default is. As Get Right says, enough is enough, I'm going. Flashes through, jumps behind the smoke rather than into the pit itself. And Body will lose track of the angle because I'm not sure that he's going to recognize that Get Right has gone below and hasn't needed to wrap around from Diggity, and therefore is already closer, which means when he jumps up, Body's able to see him without his shot coming against him, and he gets 2 headshots dropping bomb. Forrest suddenly realizes that the deficit has grown and they've lost the opening that they had, has to clutch it back, can't do so. 11-3 now for G2.
They're not going to have an early call, but Draken might have. Free frag as Shox is caught on his own, and now he's given Forrest a chance. We've seen what this man can do. He's been doing it for years, and they're coming his way.
Chance is there. Playing on the box, very tight angle. He can strike at the last possible minute, which he does. Bomb went to pit as well. Unfortunately for Forrest, it's an immediate trade back from Kenny. They still have to go to the bomb, and there's only 12 seconds to work with. If Forrest had stayed alive even in a little bit longer, they may have had it. It's down to Draken, it's down to an AWP, and a retake. Bomb planted, no kits. But it is a 1 versus 2, and he's close by already. Massive gap in the smoke, but Kenny naturally is staring it down on his own AWP, and that is enough for G2. Love and affection turns into love and war with the pistols if they can break into the sites. Draken, thrower open, does fire quickly. Quite frequently with the UMP. He's cautious of it because he knows the situation. If they walk in from A main as he's firing his ammunition away, he'll have problems. So instead, backs to quad, right call. As he's able to pick up not only 1, but 2, and potentially a 3rd kill, which has the bomb. And the round as well, as he gets a pistol kill. That's all good news for Draken because we know he wants the op early and often.
When they get those full guns going with attacks on, it's just a pounce on the B side. They're pushing straight in. Rez caught off guard.
How does he stay alive? If he had found a kill there, he'd done way more than he was worth considering the damage. Overtime might be on the cards again. It's the 2 pistols and rifles and the fast play. Good shot from Get Right, but it's only worth 1. Better entrance from Exist. That gives NIP footing and a better footing as Draken again on the AWP, but it's down to just T remaining, and he's just sitting in the open as MBK rotates around. We are not done. Additional rounds needed again for NIP to get a second, or their first, but in the second map of a series.
MBK's been a bit of a hero with this AWP. He's actually done a lot of impact frags. You know, he's not towards the top of the scoreboard, but he's done a lot with it.
Get Right has to be very careful. He crosses. MBK's in the open. He misses the shot. Doesn't even get a 1-for-1 because of it, because Apex is perfectly positioned. Forrest can do nothing of it. He's late to the vent, but he has mid to work with if they want to go back toward A. Problem is, Kenny is staring in that direction. A man down.
The AWP from Drake can open up that avenue of middle, but quickly.
Body on the box.
There's no time, Matt. There's no time.
There's very little time. Enough time that they can spray them down. Good response from Draken, but it's too late. Bomb's on the deck. Bomb is on the deck with 8 seconds. It's done. It's already over. G2 are going to the finals 2-0 against NIP. Does Fitch.
Yeah, but Config's got the Molotov. That could be a massive asset to have, but he caught out of position here, but somehow hits the shot. Now it's a 1v1. Fitch on low HP as well. Config knows he's got this round for days. He knows Fitch is at the backtracks right now. There's that Molotov.
Knows at one side, knows he has to go the other, unless he goes above, which he reads as well. Config makes it 12-12. But that the M4A4 is by far the dominant of the 2 now. It's very, very rare do I see an A1S.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's been a slower shift, so it's been less noticeable, but it certainly has happened. KGB, he's made it happen with the AWP to take down Fitch. Valda follows up, and it's going to be North, despite losing 7 rounds in a row, that cling it all together, or do they? I was going to say in time to take back the lead if things continue, because Mo still on the side is able to slow them down a second longer. That brings Doja on a flank. Doja on a flank, but in the open with Valda, and 2 players to face, who pulls it back North's way.
Started down to 84, so it doesn't really find anything significant.
A lot of Doja when he's peeked out from the pallets. Valda gets ready for Adren to push up and successfully finds him. Pistols trying to stack and do what they can. They've found kills in a multitude of times, but this time it's Valda that's gotten all of the kills for him and his side to put North on 14. He's looking for the ace as well. He's got 4.
Why not?
Ace Ventura, pet detective, on the case, searching for a wild Fitch.
Might as well. He's up against default pistols, no armor, and he might just find it as well. It's a nice Molotov. He'll force him out. There it is. You love to see it. The ace coming out.
Gap that he's created with his own smoke thrown forward as Mo already finds MSL. Doja as well steps up, and it's a Dren to follow, but it's not all clear-cut because Cajun and Volta get kills back. Bomb's not planted. Cajun buys more space, more time, and he's going to sit to try and do the same with Bomb down. They win this, and North could find the map on their doorstep. Volta goes more aggressive as well. Continue to search for Fitch. He's confused because the ricochet of the bullets mislead, and he thinks there's one behind him. It's Hobbit above. Hobbit and Fitch.
Oh!
Good shot, Cajun. But then he holds still.
He's not moving.
Okay, he actually did that on purpose. It was very confusing because everyone held still after the shot came through. But Fitch is going to continue to try and go closer to the site to try and pull back with the kit and hold it down. But Cajun walks back in. Fitch, he's not moving. He's trying to do. Fitch starts off again where he left off in the last round, finding Cajun B, and immediately he backs off. So gets the kill, doesn't want to stay aggressive. Adrenaline is found by Config. Hobbit responding as well, though, as Fitch finds yet another before going down. It allows Mo the gap he needs to find Valda. MSL, all that stands in the way of an extension on Train, and Doja finds him with a flank. Additional rounds required. To a higher position as Adren watches the upper point.
They normally smoke this, but AZ's overextended slightly. How is he still alive? They'll know it's an inside play, but Adren can hit the shots here.
It was the gun butt sticking up off his holster. Adren, he's gone down. It's going to be Doja that's found. He falls off the train just in due time as Cajun, he's able to grab the bomb back. But watch for Adren to push up. Finds Valda. Low HP on Cajun B. He's only got 3. As Adren shuffles over, he's not kept track of where he's gone, misses the jump to the high pillar, and now it's beside him. He had no idea he was there, and it's 3 straight rounds in overtime for North. Valda's the only one directly on the B site for now. As the smoke bounces in, he'll call for aid. Fitch goes first. Cajun gets aligned. He's been hot all game long, but not hot enough this time as they both manage to cross. Post the shot. Hobbit and Fitch. Hobbit tagged as he jumps back over. Can't settle the bomb after the plant. They need positions, and Mo has the AWP with a gap above a smoke to look down to Z. Fitch is down. It's just 2 remaining to hold it off as Valda taps the bomb once. Everyone has a kit. Molotov goes early. AWP's not drawn. It is drawn in time, and Mo makes no mistake, but they go down, and they'll go down in map 1 altogether. 19 rounds for North. Aiden. AZ out. AZ out! Crazy AZ as he takes down Doja as well. Config finds Hobbit, and forget the pistol going Gambit's way. Bomb is down. Mo versus 5. Config sits, though, ready with the AWP. Even though they've come through connector, they have to go back toward him. That's to their detriment. As AZ gets ready again with the M4. Adren will trade it back quick enough. And it pulls Config's attention. They'll win the round on time. And a kill to close it out, from Valda. I thought it was getting low on time, but it was Valda that beat it to it, so it now is 14 North with 2 to go.
No nades for Dosia, Fitch, or Hobbit. Mo has a flashbang as a B rush for the looks of things. Nades raining in, and Cajun B lining the scoreboard with the AWP. This could be it. It looks like it certainly is. 3 kills, 4. It's up to Dosia. He's been quiet, and North have done it. They take down Gambit.
They have no utility. They can't do anything. So G2 gets whatever they want. Here comes the hit. Going to try and storm in one more time, clearing the corners. There's one on the site. Great trade. They've got to clear out more, but AZ staying alive as long as possible is his only goal, trying to get one more kill. Time is running down, and there's Shocks to finish it off. Bomb plant immediately after.
With just 4 seconds, he's going to have just enough time to do it. At least the rotation is not that far off. MSN on Config. That B-bomb side duo now is the time, but NBK will take down a big kill for the double, leaving Config alone in a 1 versus 2, trying to get through the smoke. He gets a headshot on Shocks, and NBK's in the pit, and Config knows it. Jumping up in the graveyard and looking for the angle. There's NBK gone down. Config with a big 1 versus 2. Gonna be going straight for the defuse here.
It was everything identical to this deja vu, except, oh, there it is, the shoulder peek. They're gonna hunt him down. They don't want him to get away, and he does, just barely. Apex is here for the backup. Great teamwork from G2. That's the bomb in CT spawn. That could be the first map.
It looks like it might be. Valdez coming out, but not checking the corner, and Shox is gonna drop him. AC with 16 health, and missing the chance. 20 seconds. If they don't fight, they win, and Apex will take him down 16-12 as G2 take down North on map number 1. Pressure is on them to perform here. Shadow's gonna show, and again, AZ, that's a really great pre-fire. Taking down 1, and MSL winning the fight in middle. Not against Shox, though, so still a 2-on-2. They've got plenty of time here, G2. Don't need to panic just yet. Valda holding 1 diagonal line across the bomb site, while Cajun is rotating in with the AWP down towards the door as well. And G2 are wondering, is it worth it to just fall back?
It could be.
Kenny.
It's the timer that matters, is when do you think they're going to rotate over to the other side?
It's 20 seconds, so now they're pretty much committed. Bit of a jump there. Valda and Kenny see each other. That's a really good smoke. Gonna make life hard, but oh my god! Kenny calling Valda's bluff, and he's gonna go down. What on earth is happening? Kenny.
In all fairness as well, they weren't happy with some of their performance as well. And they said it was going to be a long-term project, and they said they were going to work on it. And we're starting to see the results of that work.
Of battle here, and Kenny to take down MSL. Not the way you want to get started in a round like this. 3 versus 5, and G2 looking phenomenal. An almost indestructible team in this tournament. Kenny sneaking down, and I think he might have even spotted the bomb, so they should know what's coming. A bit of a mission. Flashbang comes in, and Shox at least is being forced back, but eventually Cajun has to win this fight against Kenny. He hasn't been able to all game long, and finally he does. I don't want to say it's light at the end of the tunnel. There's more to come. Shox by the chicken coop, and they're trying to see if they can bait out the shot, but he's not buying. Taking down Valda and falling in behind cover. He wants to take this fight. He wants to end this game. AC and Cajun, they know they're in trouble. 30 seconds on the clock, and the bomb is on the other side while the fight is happening here. Body coming really close to AC, and there's the headshot, and it's all on Cajun B. 20 seconds in a 1 versus 4 here. G2 Esports have played an incredible tournament, and they're just 1 kill away, and it's gonna happen. 16-9 as G2 are your DreamHack Masters champions. Amazing!
From start to finish in these games, G2 has looked so focused, so prepared, dismantling a team that we said the very same thing about just yesterday. Kenny S with the opping in this grand final was phenomenal, and the whole team coming through. No questions about their play here today.
Phenomenal to see it. You mentioned that fateful game back in 2015 where Kenny disappeared on this very map. This time he was here with an amazing performance. They win the grand finals. Your champions, ladies and gentlemen, G2.